Welcome back to the Max Morning Show, everybody. Tony Ross, great to be with you.
Yep.
Mark Lindsay in the house.
I'm in the house.
We also got a special guest joining us
Yes.
today, a very familiar name, and the gentleman who has been known to be the bike man. That's right.
That's what they call him, the bike man?
The bike man.
I call him Chip.
Well, it's Chip Dean. I was trying to set it up. And,
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Did you ruin that?
Yeah, you did.
Huh.
And you're good at doing that. But
Thanks.
That's beside the point.
I appreciate it.
But Chip, good morning. How are you, my friend?
Good morning, guys. Happy to be here.
Well, this weekend's kind of a big deal for you guys. Once again, you're giving away some bicycles to some kids. Who,
A few, yeah,
just a few.
yeah, just a few this time. So, yeah.
How many this year?
This year we're giving away 750 bicycles.
750 bikes.
And that's going to be an all-day affair.
I doubt it. I doubt it. Last year we gave a little over 500 out, and we were out there by 2 o'clock.
Wow.
Well, you've done this long enough now. You got a system going.
This is our 5th year.
How about
our
that?
5th year? Yeah.
Wow.
It has been quite the ride, and we're loving it.
Did you hear that? Quite the ride with the bicycle?
There you go.
Hey, Chip, let me ask you this, and you may not know off the top of your head. If assuming, and I'm assuming you're going to give away all 750 bikes this year, do you know how many bikes in the 5 years you guys have given out so far?
You know, I didn't bring that in, but I'll tell you this: we're probably well over 1,000, 1,500 bikes.
Oh my goodness! Wow!
Yeah. So yes.
You get a lot of help with this, don't you?
Yeah, we've been really blessed. Community comes together. We get a lot of donations from the community, from corporations, businesses around here, and all over the place. We have volunteers that come and help us give the bikes out, and a lot of good people.
And you got folks who volunteer their time to fix some bikes.
We do.
don't
Yeah,
you?
we have guys that are veterans or just find some time. They're retired or whatever, and they come in, and it's a year-round thing pretty much.
Wow.
They come to the farm, and we have a nice setup down in the bottom of the barn, and they've got places where they can hang the bikes up while they're working on them, and all the tools we need.
Well, it's amazing that you've been able to. Well, your volunteerism has kind of grown too, hasn't it?
It has. Fortunately, with my martial arts school, I have a lot of volunteers there.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
And they do community service that way and stuff. So, and that's part of our curriculum. They got to make sure they do a community service, and so isn't that just a coincidence, right?
Yeah.
It's probably-
It's funny how that works out.
Well,
Yeah.
this is what I love about Chip. He's had a martial arts location for how many years here in Plymouth?
A little over 6 now.
6 years. What I love about Chip is that the discipline is huge for you guys. That's one thing you teach kids: discipline and how to give back.
Yes, sir.
And Chip just basically talks the talk while he's walking the walk, and these kids understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the name of the company is Integrity, sir. So you have to make sure you're showing what you're talking. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the fact that are some of the kids going to be participating in this?
Yes. We have. We always do a sign-up sheet, so we got a bunch of volunteers that's going to be there to help be runners and bring the bikes over when we have individuals that are going to be sizing the kids up to the bikes. Boy, girl, how old they are. What size bikes we're going to need, and they'll just call out. They need a girl's 20-inch bike or whatever, and they'll run over and grab one and bring it over and stuff like this. So
Well-oiled machine
Wow.
Yeah.
when you're dealing with that many bikes.
plus, go ahead.
Go ahead, Chip. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, and then on top of all that, we have like Blissville Church. I'm going to throw that out there, okay? Blissville Church, they're donating their time, efforts, and everything. And this year, every year since we started, we did this hot dogs and chips and a bottle of water. And the last couple of years or so, Blissville Church they've gotten involved. Last year we did like 900 hot dogs
Wow.
and chips and water, and this year we've got 1,500 bottles of water and chips and hot dogs, and
That's about what, 250 extra bikes this year
Wow.
that you guys are taking. So you want to have to get some more hot dogs.
yeah. Well, You know, that I got to take credit for that because, you know, I grew up in one of those families where if the kids were sitting there too long, they're going to be hungry. So if they were sitting in their cars or they were there, you know, it's like, Mom, when are we going to leave? I'm hungry, you know. So we'll go ahead and get some food
And
for them too.
let's talk about that.
Sure.
Because sometimes, because there's such a line for these bikes, parents tend to get a little impatient because the kids are impatient. And we're simply going to ask you, those who are going to be the ones picking up bikes, this is the best time of the day to connect with your kids.
Yeah.
Play a game in the car, or let them go outside, run around, play tag or something. You know, make sure they're following your car. But I mean, the fact of the matter is, you know, going up with an attitude is not going to work.
Right.
It's just not going to work. Yep, we're sorry you gotta wait, but we're giving away bicycles here, man.
This is true.
Your kids are about ready to get blessed with some bicycles.
Yeah.
You know, so understand the situation.
Yep, you're absolutely right. The patience is really important. That's
It's
for
the
sure.
virtue.
So the other thing is, since you brought that up, and I was talking about the car,
Right.
we're not doing that part anymore. We are at the Plymouth High School at the all-purpose gym over there. Yeah.
Oh wow!
So we've been set up there. We did it last year. We're set up again this year, and yeah. So basically,
So how does that work?
so we are working with Plymouth Community School Corporation and several other school corporations in Marshall County now, and so we are going with our second graders. Okay, and what we're doing is we give them forms, and the schools are helping us determine who would be qualified to receive a bike for free.
Okay.
So if they're in second grade and say they are getting free or reduced lunches, then they'll qualify for a bike. Okay, and then of course we don't want to leave out the siblings. Okay, so what happens is the second grader will get a brand new bike. Okay, and then their siblings then will get one of our refurbished bikes. Okay, still an awesome bike, but it's just not a
Yeah.
brand new one.
Right.
I mean, some of them look like brand new anyway, but yeah.
So I would imagine this year's going to go a little bit more smoothly than last year because that was the first run for you guys doing that.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't set up the way we wanted to be.
Right.
This year we've got help with bilingual folks that help us out with that.
Gosh, I didn't even thought about that.
Yeah, yeah, that was kind of I wouldn't say disaster, but it was rough. Fortunately, I have students that are bilingual, and they were able to jump in there and help out too. So
Wonderful. That's great to hear. So okay, so I'm trying to imagine how you're doing this. Is this all done outside, or is it all done inside?
So they are coming in door number 5. Okay.
Into the auxiliary gym.
Yep, into the auxiliary gym then, and while they're in the hallway, they'll hand their paperwork in that they received from the school.
Okay.
They get checked off there and they get processed on in. They'll get inside. They'll be in. We should have 4 lines this time. They'll be lined up, and they'll go to a bike sizer, and we'll size them up for a bike, and then we'll holler for a runner. The runner will come get the bike, and then once they get the bike, they'll wheel down to where they're getting their helmet and get their helmet sized in on them.
Wow.
Then before they go out the door, they can grab a hot dog and chips and water and.
Nice. All right. Well, that's a lot of
A
forethought
lot of moving
into this,
parts
man.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got individuals that can help adjust the seats and everything else to make sure. And then this year, weather permitting, we have the Cub Scouts. The Cub Scouts and a couple individuals that are with the Cub Scouts are gonna do a little more of a safety class for them.
Really?
When they come out. They'll make sure that they know how to ride the bike and everything first of all, and then they'll be able to give them some safety tips and stuff.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
Plymouth Police Department's going to be there and stuff like this, so it's going to be awesome.
Wow.
It's quite a production.
You have expanded this greatly.
Well, I mean, all of us have really done what we could to make it a little more convenient and just a better situation for all the kids and stuff too.
So again, that piece of paper that the school hands out to the child is crucial.
It is. They will get theirs first.
Yeah.
You know, before noon they'll get theirs, and then afternoon, then the siblings or whatever, you know, they can get them. Then it's not a first come first serve kind of thing. That, you know, we want to make sure that, you know, we have our process and we do it
Yeah,
properly.
right.
So.
Well, I love it, man. That's fantastic. Congratulations.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that I let people understand where this came from too.
Please.
So Damian Sage is Mark Sage is my buddy in this, and we kind of founded this whole thing. And so Damian is Mark's grandson, and he was a student of mine for a while. And Damian got a new bicycle, okay, and Grandpa asked him what he wanted to do with his old one. And so here we're talking a little. I think he was 7 years old. He says, "Well, can we just give it to somebody else that needs one?"
Wow.
And from a 7-year-old's train of thought, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
That's where this came from. So I just want to make sure I mentioned Damien, because, you know, when you have kids that obviously are raised right, you know,
Yeah.
and you know, they're thinking of other people like that. That's just
awesome.
That's a
Makes it
great
special.
thing. Yeah.
Makes it special. Well, okay. So what time does this start? Saturday.
So we are going to be there by 10 o'clock. Okay, and they will be lining up by then.
So everybody, 10 o'clock. Does everybody need to be lining
They
up?
can start lining up right there.
Do they?
Yes.
Parents need to park in the parking lot.
Park in the parking lot. Yep, and then walk the kids in.
Okay.
We don't want to give you a bike unless you have your child with you,
Okay.
because we want to make sure that we size the child up with the bike.
Absolutely.
Can't give you a 26-inch bike and you're 6 years old.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. No, that's perfect sense. All right. And it starts at 10 o'clock, and it's going to be at the auxiliary gymnasium, door 5. So moms and dads, park your cars, walk your child with the proper paperwork that you got from the school, and then you're off.
Yeah.
You're ready to go.
Appreciate you getting the word out for us.
And
No
Chip, are you
problem.
guys in the auxiliary gym? Are you going to be pumping out a Queen's bicycle race on a continuous loop the whole time you guys are doing this?
Well, I certainly hope so.
I was going to say, that's just a suggestion. I'm just telling you. You know, just continuous
song.
loop.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a
yeah,
great song.
yeah.
Great song.
Good song.
I remember coming out of gym class and we got that going in the locker room.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go, man.
Yeah.
All those were the days.
Yep.
Those were the days. Chip, best of luck, man. Have a
Yeah,
great
and that's,
Saturday.
Yeah.
Giving away those bikes. 750 bikes, man. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Every year, you guys are just getting better and better with this. So,
Let's hope it keeps growing.
absolutely.
Don't
Yeah.
forget about the 1,500 hot dogs.
And the 1,500 hot dogs. Okay.
You're gonna be there for
Delicious.
that, aren't you? Oh, no, that's right. You're gonna be out of town, aren't
I'm
No, no.
unfortunately I'm going to be out of
Don't
town, but
ask him to be
if
this.
if you have a couple extra left over at the end of it, you know, I'm not afraid to.
you? Do I look like there's gonna be any leftovers?
I love what you're doing. I love what Chip's doing. I got to be honest with
You
you.
like what Chip's had,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know? All right, Chip Dean. Thank you, brother.
Thanks.
All right, time to get out of here. We're going to welcome in our friends from CEF. We got some kids we're going to be talking about it's been part of this program, and pretty heartwarming stuff. So we'll be talking with them here in just a little bit. Marco,
It's a feel good Good Friday. A lot of good things going on here.
yes, it is.
Yeah,
time
so-
couldn't be any more perfect.
Yeah, you got that right, cowboy.
All right, man. Tell me what we need
Yeah.
to do.
No, we're out.
Okay, we're out. CEF coming up at 9.